Good morning, Alpha. Good morning, Ethan. Good morning, Vitali. I mean, we're hitting Globex right now. So we got a couple of news here that were worthy. I mean, obviously, the Fed chair is speaking. Then we got at the top of the hour, Jolt job opening. So you have a lot of things going on here. So Globex is the opening price, Thomas, the opening price at 5 o'clock Central Time every single day except, I mean, basically, except Saturday, obviously, because the market's closed. But so when the market opens up for the Globex session, which is the night session, it opens up at 5 o'clock. So that's the price. And it is today, if you look at the system, you're at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see 20,045.75. Then you're going to see an actual purple line that goes through the chart, and that is that price. It is critical in the fact that when we trade above it, it's bullish. When we trade under it, it's bearish. All right, we're seeing multiple buy signals coming in here. Multiple railroad longs. You had one at 51. You had another one at 54. And you're hitting targets. The next target of this rotation is 20,095.75. That is the next target in this rotation. Harmony zone number 1 as support ran back up to 45.35, and 20 by 10 is harmony zone number 2. Pullbacks are buyable. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break under Globex and definitely under 30. That would be a sign that the market is taking a pause. And we have news coming up here shortly, so you're gonna. Captain set up short that they just put on right now on the 20 NT Rinco. ES just hit Globex. Good morning, Sheila. And it's retracing. Harmony zone number 1 as support is 55.27 and a quarter by 24. and 21 by 18 is harmony zone number 2. Pullbacks are buyable in ES, but we're right at resistance. Like resistance is going to be Globex, and ES is weaker than NQ right now. That was a good captain setup. I don't know if that's what you participated in, Brad. All right. Thomas, the morning it's in the morning, and you got the Fed chairman speaking, so the market is going to be extremely volatile typically. Plus, we got news at the top of the hour, so I selected to not take any signals till we're past the top of the hour. So that's why I didn't take that captain setup. But if you choose, like some other traders in the room made a choice, you could take that risk and take that captain setup. Trailing stop is a choice, and also specific targets are a choice. Typically, these type of trades, you'll get a reversion to the mean type of um, behavior. So from that captain set up at entry of 73, you had a target of 60, and at the bottom end of the cloud is another target at 55. So you could either take those targets or trail it with a one candle reversal. So that's what you, and the stop is the top end of that wick, which is 82. All right, so we're getting um, a pullback here. The market is out of sync. We're hitting glowbacks and bouncing right off of it. The stop loss on a captain setup at the top is the top end of or the highest price of the setup. So meaning if the high here is 82 and a half, then you're going one tick above that. Okay. So we hit harmony zone number 1 to the tick and bounce right off of it. I mean, excuse me, harmony zone number 2. UI, or do you think we can sell? Right now, the market is out of sync. So it's going to lend itself to a two-sided market. We're bouncing between two levels, harmony zone number 1 and 2. And that tells us that the market is consolidated with a bullish bias. If we start trading under glowbacks, then there's a good chance that we will break 20,000, 2075, and that will lend itself to a short market. So I'm going to be looking for these consolidation patterns. It's going to be a two-sided market till we start moving in the direction of 20,000, 20, 75. 850 854. We got 6 minutes, 6 minutes to the top of the hour. Just remember, when the Fed chairman is speaking, is going to give a above average volatility and pause and move type of behavior, right? So make sure that you continue to monitor your risk. We're making lower highs in ES, hitting Globex again. I mean, that's a forceful move that they just did here. We got 4 minutes, 4 minutes. So you're seeing how they're just moving between those two levels. That's just a sign of consolidation. And also you got Globex at 45.75. So you're getting a lot of this type of rotation. So definitely waiting for the news to come in at the top of the hour in 2 minutes and see how the market will shape up. If we trade under Globex, then the 20 is a very distinct possibility and rallies become shortable. If we trade above 20,080, then and pullbacks makes a higher low, then you're looking at a resumption of the upward momentum. And I think Jolt's number at the top of the hour is going to be a decisive red folder for the tone of the market for the remainder of the day. So patience is a trade. Let's wait. There you go. That was a flash sell quick. Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at it. Sure. Took one off just to kind of reduce my risk exposure. I'm gonna get out of this trade. That's very messy. That's okay. Yeah, yeah, Alpha. That's what the market is trying to do here. It's trying to tell us it's good news. God dang, man. It's not, they're not holding these prices. I mean, right here, they should be pushing a bit higher. The market is in sync, and they're flushing at one more rotation. So I got to get out. And I'm seeing on Rhythmic, because I only put one order for one contract, and I got filled three. So that tells me there's some issues with the Rhythmic. So pay closer attention. I'm gonna reach out and see if there's anybody else having any issues. Yeah. Well, there's so much we can do, Adam. I'm gonna focus on the next trade. That's the only thing I can do. All right. Ten, 15, 17. Yeah. Well, here we go. Buyers are coming back in. Yeah, I understand the sentiment, Ethan. I understand the sentiment. right, so market is out of sync again, and we should be bouncing off of this level here. And we'll see if we can find an actual trade. All right, we are about to close that 20,020. Come on. It's like there's a delay between when I send my order and when I'm getting filled. That's just something else. All right. Trying to send my order up here at 25. I'm getting filled at 19. Just watch out. We may be experiencing some technical issues with Apex. Again, Adam, whatever we have control with, we're gonna exercise. If they're having technical issues, then I'm just gonna have to accept it and work around it, or decide not to put any orders right now till we get a little bit better quotes. Like, this is the third time I had one order here and filled me twice. I had one order out there, filled me 3 times. And here, slipped me about 5 points. So they're having some issue. All right, let's keep working. Let's keep working. Let's keep working. Yeah, yeah. They gotta fix that. They do have to fix it. All right, so the 200 NT Renko shifted negative, and now there's a disconnect between the 200 and the 100. I'm looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, and I want to see us breaking below that 20 again. And also, what we have going on for us is the next target. The next target is the whole number, and we're looking for 19,995. That's the target. All right, so we're trading around Globex. I'm going to leave that market alone. All right. All right, take care, Adam. It'll get better, man. It'll get better. They just gotta fix some of their problems. I think it's a lot better than what they had it before. I mean, before it was just not tradable. Right now, they're having intermittent problems here and there, but they still have to kind of make sure that it's reliable 100% of the time. Yeah, like I have my personal account with Ninja Trader brokerage, and I don't have any issue with them when it comes to their data feed. I have an Top Step Trader account. Yeah, Vitali. No, my personal account with Ninja Trader does not have has not experienced any technical issue. Top Step having issues? No, I have not experienced any. And Vitali, you burned an account, number of your accounts. Based on, yeah, I mean, you're not the only one, brother. I mean, I had one trade got stuck for 5 micros, and it went against me 200 points. I mean, I basically lost like 2 grand off of it, and they simply, said it was not a widespread issue, so they're not gonna correct it. So that kind of left me with a bad taste in my mouth. But it is what it is, man. I'm just gonna have to stay positive and stay. Eventually they're gonna have to fix these problems, and I believe they will. And I gotta look at the big picture. Yeah, that you're right, Adam. That's actually a good observation. All right. So what are we doing with this? We're getting a consolidation in a very tight range in and around Globex, which is 20,045.75. Harmony zone number one is resistance, which is 20,045.75 by 55.75. So that zone right here is resistance. And we're looking for another attempt at 30 and 20, so we could look at rallies as a shorting opportunity. Yeah, Joseph. I mean that's the key. It's you really a $50,000 account. You almost have to trade like half a contract, like five micros, 3 to 5 micros in order to sustain it. Yep, short the rallies, baby. Let's go. Okay, now we're gonna start looking at rallies to short into. Here we go. Let's see if we can find something. We got okay. So that's they hit the 20. We need a rally, and we need to see if we can find an entry. 20. Here we go. 30. I mean, can we get this number here? See, that's another one where I'm adding one, it adds two, and it adds four. That's not what I tried to do. Like literally, that is not what I tried to do. I added one, now it added three more, or two more. Okay. No bueno. No bueno. That is just not good. Yeah, this is really gonna kill me here. So, yeah, let's keep here. I think I'm gonna have to stop for the day here. Yeah, and I tried to actually even move my my stop down, and it wasn't even moving. All right. So, what is the market doing right now? I mean, it's just flip-flopping within this range. They're putting a captain setup long on the 100 NT Rinko. What the hell? I'm gonna get out of that trade. Just flatten it here. It should have been moving a lot quicker. At least that order did not have any technical issue. That's a good thing. All right. And there you go. That should be moving to 66. Yeah, here you go. All right. We let go of a winner here, but that's fine. As long as I'm finding them and I'm not having issues. Yeah, yeah, Ethan. They paused there, which is fine. You know, sometimes you just have to take a quick flat, and just find that you'll find the price run up. It's okay. We'll catch him again. So what we're looking for, I mean, right here, that captain setup on the 100 NT Rinko is really the catalyst for this move, and it followed it up with a captain setup on the 20. So the market got in sync here with the way it moved, and then we're hitting resistance right now, which is harmony zone number 2. I mean, if the market goes up to 95.75, then that will get the market back in sync on the long side. Plus, you got that captain set up long on the 100 NT Rinko at 60. So the market is responding to that. I'll take a small profit here. Yeah, well, of course, right? That's another captain setup. And that one is a mover. Look at that bad boy. We took like I think 5 points off of that move, and it had a whole lot more going for it. It's like 15, 20. I think I'm a little bit skittish considering some of the technical issues I had early on. So let's just shake it off and come back in, because we're catching some decent trades. One of them is this captain setup, and that one moved, I mean, significantly, obviously. And this is a second one. And here you go. That moved. Then they put another captain set up short up there at 98 and moved it in. So what we're seeing here is the 200 and the 100 are now in sync on the long side on a swing trade basis with a target of 120.75. Pullbacks are buyable. We have harmony zone number one as support at 70 by 60. And we have harmony zone number two by 45 by 35. And we're looking for these pullbacks to buy into the market and hopefully hold on for a bigger move. We will reevaluate the longs if we break under harmony zone number one, which most likely if we break under that 60, we will revisit Globex at 45, and then the market has to make a decision. Okay? So what we're experiencing is just a lot of back and forth, back and forth. You know, this first attempt at a short, the market had a one candle reversal. It just got run over. And, you know, the minute we started to trade above Globex, you saw how the tone of the market shifted to positive. Oh boy, what a market, huh? So what do we do with this? Like, how should we interpret the market here? Come on, line. All right, here we go. So they're putting on a captain captain setup right here. They put a captain setup long. Hey, Thomas, you see how many captain setups are there today? Oh, Thomas is not here. I lost that one. All right. Nobody's interested. Short 97. Yeah, I mean, right here, that's the top end of the Globex band. You'll get a little bit of a fade in this market. There you go. Yeah, that was a good one, Ethan. Yeah, right here at that top end of the Globex band into that move. And the market just made a lower high. So that is a problem for the longs. I mean, they're trying to defend here, but the defense is getting run over the minute we get to close to the highs. And if we continue to make lower highs, then that's gonna have an impact. Ultimately, Globex is gonna be our guiding light. If we continue to trade above it, we are going to be looking for signals on the upside. If we trade under it, that will shift the personality to selling the rallies. And right now, what we're getting is just an expansion of the yeah. Our guiding light. It's expansion of the ranges a little bit. A break of the channel, then expansion of the ranges, testing harmony zone number 1 multiple times. Let's see if we can get ourselves into a buy signal. All right. Okay. So you got back to that 97. All right. Gonna get out of that trade quick. It just double filled me again. I mean, this one worked, but again, I don't want to be double filled. I mean, this still have some issues here with rhythmic. God dang it! Look at that. Now it's gonna move. Boom. See ya. Long, took a small stop, and boom. It's running up. All right, I'm gonna step away for just a moment. I'll be back. All right, good job, Brad. Good job. And let's see here. What else? We're back. So next move is 145. Pullbacks are viable. Harmony zone number one is 95 by 85. 70 by 60 is zone number two. Globex is 45, so we need to trade above that for the longs to continue. Pullbacks are viable. Next target is 145.75. All right, 145.75 is our next target. And 95.85 is zone number one. If we break even the 80, that would break the swing trade, so that would be an issue. But so far, the longs are in control. They trapped the short candle here that the market did on the 200 NT Renko. So if you see how that one looked, came in down, market had a potential of kind of continuing to push. It didn't and got reversed. It got tested one more time, and now we're running to these levels. I mean, we could even see 20,199, believe it or not. I mean, that could be a possibility for us. The longs are definitely are in charge, and I'm looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity on a scalping and a swing basis. And we're looking for that 2145.75. How did we end up doing, Steven? I know, probably a rough day. Hopefully not. Okay, that's good. That's good. No trades today? Okay. Well, that's a high degree of discipline, my friend. That's great. Yeah, take care. Hey, Thomas. Let's see here. All right. Marty, how we doing, buddy? Mike, Sheila, Thomas. How's everybody else doing on YouTube? Hey, Frida. Ah, you're getting the pullback. Here you go. Apex? What happened with the Apex account? And that happened today? I'm with you on that one, Mike. Uh, yeah, I was checking Discord. They were talking about something else early on, but I don't know if they were talking about. Let's see here. Don't switch. Ethan. I'm looking at Discord. I'm not seeing anything that relates to issues for today. You're talking about issues about payouts. Okay, Thomas. So what you wanna do, since you're learning the captain setup right now, is to go and highlight all the captain setups that you see. Okay, and and you will see where the stops of these trades are literally one tick under, like one tick under the low of that range. So in this case, it would be like 63.75, and you're looking for a target. Same thing here. That was a trade. There's another one right here. You're getting a captain setup short, six prong captain setup short on ES right now. So that's gonna. Market talk. Okay. Yeah, let me check that. Oh. All right, so what do we see here? Okay, so that's, we broke the channel, right? So let's just take a look here. And establish a channel number. Yeah, buddy. Tomorrow. So, 4th of July, so that's going to get some interruption in price action. So the 3rd is tomorrow, then Thursday. Think Thursday, like Friday is going to be a full day, but tomorrow and Thursday is going to be half days, right? Let's take a quick look here. Discord. Look at that punch back up. Man, that was a rubber band trade right there. It hit it and ran back up. Yeah, so Wednesday is half a day. Thursday also future market closes at 1 p.m. Eastern. Then Friday is going to be a regular day. How did we do? How we're doing, Alpha? That's a positive day, buddy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 1027. So what do we make out of this market here? I mean, they're just bouncing price action. Ultimately, the big move happened due to this right here. And hey, Thomas, pay attention to this one right here because that's going to really help you out. The captain set up long on the 100 NT Rinko. So if we see that on the 100 or the 200 NT Rinko, that will set the market up for a major move. And that's what you're seeing here. Both. This chart is the 100 NT Rinko, and you saw the captain setup. And look how big of a major move the market made based on that. So from 60, we ran up all the way to 130. So you're looking at 70-point move in that direction. Now, if I take this data and go back in time, like maybe 30 days or so, let me show you a couple of other things. Okay. So that's this captain setup, right? All right. So you got a couple of things going on here. This captain setup, short, gave you one candle, right? This captain setup, short, failed and made a major move from that. So even the failure of these signals are a pivot point that will push the price further. You're getting this captain setup short right here, and that was a major move from 80, and it had the cloud in its favor, from 80s all the way down to 8. That's 100 points, over 100 points. Let's see if we can find you some more. Yeah, I'll take a look at this one here. Captain setup short. And that one was a nice one. And from 75 to 60, that's over 100 plus points. 2 captain setups in a row. And actually, here you go. You got yourself captain setup short, give you 2 candles, flipped around, give you a captain setup long into from 85 to 90. So that's about, almost 75 points. Then you got yourself a 6-prong captain setup short for a nice move. So you're getting the point. Here we go. I mean, this is the last one I'm going to show. But you can go back and take a look as far as you want to, 100 days, 200 days, whatever, and go over these captain setups on the 100 and the 200 NT Rinko and see the major moves that the market makes. And when they fail, which is a rarity to fail, even their failure is a major move. That will give you a pivot point for a major move. So that's a captain setup. Sure, give you one candle, retested, and then moved lower. And here we go. While we're talking, obviously we have the 100 NT Rinko captain setup, and the market made a 20 NT Rinko captain setup. Long. 145, we're about to hit that 145, which was a target for us. you have to put. I mean, I'm not sure I understand the question. To be honest with you, if at the captain set up with a 6 point down, what's this? Which captain set up with a 6 point profit? When to get out of the market to secure these 6 points? It's how you. I mean, you could put a target for those 6 points, and you start that with the trade from the beginning. So if you're trading one contract, yeah, absolutely. So I mean, with NinjaTrader, you have ATMs, and ATMs are trade management targets and stops. So automatically, when you get into those trades, you program it to take a 6 point profit, 8 point stop, and then also you could program it to trail for you with a one candle. So this way, you're not doing much of anything but making that one decision once you see the captain setup. But that's what I wanted to bring to your attention is looking at that captain setup on the bigger charts. Same thing, I could do the same thing for your 200 NT Rinko. You're gonna see big moves off those price structures. I mean, if you learn anything, nothing but that, you'll be good. So the thing about it, if tomorrow is going to be half a day and Thursday is going to be half a day, then we're going to be the room is going to be closed for those 2 days, and then just reopen on Friday because the volume really gets hammered during days like that. Prior to the 4th of July, on the 4th of July. I mean, we need the full session trading volume to trade it. So then most likely we're just gonna yeah, yeah. Half a day, huh? Alpha. And for those of us with an addiction, it's an opportunity for you to heal from that addiction. I get my fix in the gym. Yeah, I get my fix in the gym, my friend. But that's good. That means on Friday we'll be all fresh and ready to rock and roll. But do you know what? I may end up going to the casino myself. To be honest with you, we have two casinos close by. One's called Choctaw Casino, which is about an hour away, and there's another one called Windstar Casino, which is about an hour and a half away. Both are in Oklahoma, and I live in Texas. And at the end of the month, I'm going to a concert at Choctaw. Yeah, well, I usually leave those at home. But for the concert, we're believe it or not, we're going to watch um, Pitbull. If you're familiar with Pitbull, I'm sure you are. But so we're gonna go watch Pitbull live in concert on the end of the month. Then this weekend I may just hit the casinos and play around for a little bit. Oh, really? Oh, did you watch it? Do you see it? People say he put on a good show, so we're looking forward to it. We're getting a hotel room for the night and hitting the steakhouse before we go to the concert. Spend the. You shaved your head? Yeah, I don't have to do that. I come shaved every single day. So I'm excited about that. Should be fun. Target is 170. The 145 got hit. The next target is 170. Pullbacks are buyable. Harmony zone number one shifted to the positive. 120 by 110. 95 by 85 is harmony zone number two. Pullbacks are buyable, and we're looking for a swing trade target higher. 170 ES is the same thing. We're looking for 55, 45, 46. Pullbacks are buyable. 55, 33 and a half by 30. 27 by 24 is zone number two. On NQ, we'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 100. And structurally, this market is long. So in this trade or this location, you don't want to break under, the 25.20. The market needs to hold here and actually shift back up to above 41. That will set the stage for another run up to the 50. And right now it's getting a little bit weaker, but so anybody that's long here needs to like almost have a stop right under 130, 129. The interesting part here is if this candle closes lower right now, that would be a captain setup short. And then you're looking at a push lower to the 125 to 120. So you like, okay, if the market was very robust here, we would have seen 143, 145. We would have seen the market actually move up there. And the market is not doing that, So far, it's not. And definitely not, running down all the way to 134, because that's just too deep of a push in that one candle. So the odds are we're going to see a captain setup short happen here and a push toward 125. And the 143 is the stop. I mean, I'm not taking that trade. I'm just kind of reading the market and trying to understand what they're doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it. But that's kind of what the market looks like it's doing. There you go. And that 120. I think that was a good market read. Thomas, do you see that? You see kind of how the read was on that specific spot. You know, the market was just weak here. We should have seen the 143s. Oh, here we go. And then the captain set up, and then we looked for a specific targets. Like, okay, you got to break the 129. You're going to get to the 125, 120. And that's where the harmony zone number one as support. So that's a target. Now, if you still have one more contract, you could have target number two as a target and just trail it with a one candle reversal. So either 105 happen or a reversal candle happens. And you just keep following that price till either that target happens or the next target would be 20,080, 89 and a half with the same idea. I mean, look at this bad boy. Now the market is out of sync. Between the 200 and the 100 NT Renko, the market is out of sync. So that puts us in a two-sided market. So no longer the longs are in charge, and both longs and shorts are going to be in consolidation, where the shorts can take a wave of selling pressure and the longs can come back and try to defend. And if we end up at 20,070, then that will conclude that rotation into the short side. But see, that's the problem that the shorts have is this, from a bigger perspective, is even if we get to 2070, I would expect some longs to kind of step in because the trend is long. Then you have this captain set up long at 60. So you really, even when the market is pushing lower, I think you're going to see an over influence of the longs coming in. Okay? But for the rest of the day, the big pivot point is this zone. It's more of a zone than a pivot point, but it's the 45.75, which is, guess what, low backs. And the bottom end of that rotation or that captain setup is 16. So from 45 to 16, it's going to be an extreme support area. So if the market flash sells into that zone, expecting a big bounce off of it. And if we break the 16, then just call it done at that point. You will see 20,000, you'll see potentially the 950 and the 900, because you're flushing that captain setup that started that whole rotation. And there's a lot of stops parked between 20 all the way to 60. That whole zone right here has a lot of stops built into it. The market decides to move right about at 11 o'clock, which is we're done for the day. So just remember tomorrow, Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday, we have half days where the market is closed midday. Volume is going to be low into the 4th of July. And the room, along with the stream on YouTube and everywhere else, is going to be closed. We will be back on Friday, regular time. They're enthusiastic. They're enthusiastic about the shorts. But see how that turned up to be a big move, Thomas. But it all started with this read right here and an actual signal, which is a captain setup short. Then came to that, gave us a switch trade, another switch trade. Then it just they're walking it down at this point. All right, guys, that's it for me. And we'll see you bright and early Friday. And stay safe. Hopefully, Apex can get this technical issues figured out. And either way, we will continue to trade and move forward.